So we want to know what it will take for Elon Musk to officially become the world's first trillionaire. Robert Frank is here to answer the question.
If it was a 30% jump from the IPO price, does that do it, Robert?
Well, we're going to tell you.
Is it a 20%? Is it a 15%?
Is it bigger than a bread basket?
So,
are those new glasses?
These are the same glasses I've been wearing. I go back and forth on these. Thank you. By the end of today, Elon Musk will likely become the world's first trillionaire. That's with a T. It all depends on SpaceX shares staying above $140 a share, probably. So here's how the math breaks down. His Tesla stake at yesterday's close is worth around $260 billion. That includes those options worth about $120 billion that were tied up in court for a while. He got those back. On SpaceX, the S-1 filing lists him with 6.4 billion shares, but that includes about 1.3 billion shares that he votes but won't actually vest until he colonizes Mars or reaches a 1 trillion terawatts of compute. Since they're not yet vested, I'm not counting those as owned shares or part of his net worth. So at an IPO price of $135 a share, his SpaceX stake would be worth $690 billion. That brings SpaceX and Tesla together to $950 billion. Add in Neuralink, Boring, other assets, probably worth 10 to 20. That brings him right now to a total of about $970 billion. Bottom line, so he's just under that $1 trillion mark. If Tesla stays flat today, and it's actually up pre-market, so there are two variables here. There's the Tesla stake and the SpaceX stake. SpaceX the shares need to stay above $140 a share for Musk to be the first person in the world to receive the fourth comma in his net worth. Now, for more on the millionaires and billionaires being created by the SpaceX IPO and how they're investing and spending their newfound wealth, you can sign up for the Inside Wealth newsletter at cnbc.com/insidewealth. So that's the variable, because if SpaceX goes up a little bit today, he's already there. And if Tesla goes up today, if SpaceX stays at 135, then he'll probably be. But most likely, by the end of today, he will reach that trillionaire mark.
Yeah, on paper, which is, I just like to think of it as 1,000 billion.
1,000 billion.
You can't even wrap your head around that number.
No, we can't wrap it around.
Did you see the infographic the Wall Street Journal had today about how many pennies it takes to get from Earth to Mars?
How many?
Like 2 round trips of pennies stacked up.
It's staggering. And you look at the distance now between Elon Musk and all the other richest people. We've just never had, wealth concentration even among billionaires like we have today. So this is going to cause all sorts of debates about, the Elizabeth Warrens of the world and trillionaire. It becomes another target. But it is amazing for him to have 2 companies, both with market caps of over $1 trillion, and with him now valued at $1 trillion.
It's not a zero-sum game, but we are seeing a lot of other assets. I mean, it's not, but then you do see a lot of other assets being liquidated to get into SpaceX. So there's not. I would argue he created it, right? And he didn't steal it from somebody else.
Or thousands and thousands of millionaires that are being created by this IPO that he carried. People joined this company in the early 2000s. Nobody knew what it was. They thought they were crazy to join. They took below market salaries in exchange for stock that who knew. They had no idea the stock would ever be worth where it is. So he has carried so many people along with him and created wealth. Not to mention, if you're a real estate broker in Hawthorne, California right now, you're winning the lottery. I mean, the amount of real estate, the amount of cars.
Or Texas, I would imagine.
That's right.
Right.
Texas,
and
Florida.
He's got other issues. I mean, when I see a Tesla that says, I bought this before Elon went crazy, I mean, I feel like running him off the road. I do. I'm sorry. I won't. It's just a brief thought, a passing thought. But, once you went to Doge, it's like, oh, my God, he's aligned with the bad orange man.
Wonderful to see rockets with those kinds of
I like this rocket before Elon went. Elon's always been crazy. Okay.
But that's part of his genius.
No kidding.
Who can think about colonizing Mars?
I know. And really, when you said you're not putting it into your calculus, it's like, why not?
Not yet, because they're not vested.
No, I'm
when he colonizes Mars.
That seems far-fetched, but I don't put anything.
You never know with him.
With Neuralink, I mean, the stuff that's coming out of there. It's just
that's a $15 billion company by itself.
And look at what the technology. No one even try to do that. A lot of these things.
It's remarkable.
It is. It's great. I'm glad we have him. You know what I'm saying?
Wealth reporters are very glad we have him.
Yeah, you are.
Robert,
thank you, guys.
Robert Frank.